Good morning. The Code of Criminal Procedure is meant to regulate the trial of offences committed under Indian Penal Code, not only under Indian Penal Code, but also other laws. That was Section 4 says, 4 of CR.P.C. And the same Section 4 of BNSS also speaks about the same. So then the Section 5 also regulate the procedures if other than IPCs are there, special courts are there, tribunals are there, what to do, what not to do. So to make it understand, this is pertaining to the extensive power of Code of Criminal Procedure, to what extent and where is a bar for implementing CRPC, other whether any specific bar for specific provisions or not. These things are to be understood. Very important subject for the public prosecutor examination. And whenever you are supposed to answer only for the CRPC, you try to answer by referring BNS provision also. Exhibit that you are ahead of understanding and law with superior quality. See, Section 4 says all offences of IPC are to be investigated, inquired into, tried, and otherwise dealt with according to the provisions of the criminal procedure. As regards offences any other law, it is provided that such offences are to be investigated, tried, etc., according to the provisions of the code, but subject to any enactment for time being in force regulating the manner or place of investigation, inquiring into, trying, or otherwise dealt with such offences, Section 4. For exact example is NDPS case. NDPS Act contains self-regulating procedures, and the Domestic Violence Act is also containing self-regulating procedure apart from the Criminal Procedure Code. Then ordinarily all offences be investigated, inquired into, and tried in accordance with the provision. But many offences are created under some special statutes and will be triable by procedure prescribed in that statutes. Various statutes make provisions for trial of offences under it by special court tribunal. Trial of those offences by criminal courts of general jurisdiction CRPC is not barred. Understand? Each case depends on its own facts. Similarity between one and another does not warrant a similar treatment in deciding case. Matching of color of one case against the other be avoided. This is what. Then question of Section 5. The categories of jurisdiction, laws, procedure is being defined under Section 5. Same provisions under BNSS also. Nothing contained this code shall, in the absence of specific provisions to the contrary, affect any special law, any local law, any special jurisdiction or power, and any special form of procedure prescribed by any other law for time being in force. So POCSO Act has got such as special provisions. Code is not unduly rigid. With existence of subject matter of local conditions, requires special procedure to be followed in certain offences. The code makes room for special law and procedure, generally gives it precedence over the normal procedure provided by the code. Then important question arises. Therefore, procedure prescribed in the Official Secrets Act 1923 for holding trial in camera will apply in suppression of the provisions of the code. Same with the POSCO case. POSCO case, the victim identification is being screened and trials are held in camera. Then, where an enactment provides special procedure only for some matters, the provisions must apply in regard to those matters only, and the provision of code will apply to the matters on which special law is silent. The code has been passed by the Parliament, but as the subject of criminal procedure has been included in the concurrent list in the 7th schedule of the Constitution. Therefore, the state legislature may, in accordance with the provision of the Constitution, modify the provision of the code. The modified provisions would apply then to that state. Thus, it would be seen that while code provides for a uniform criminal procedure applicable throughout India, but Section 145 of the Code and the provisions of the Constitution of India make it sufficiently flexible to adjust itself to the special local needs and conditions. I hope you understand. To understand it very simply, you must go to special courts, NDPS courts, and pit courts, depositors courts, then POXO courts. There in the TADA court, so many courts, TADA courts are not functioning now. Wherein you can understand CRPC is also followed, BNSS also followed, and the special provisions under that special act is also being followed. Like state amendments are there. Some the Uttar Pradesh court did not have provisions to grant 438 CRPC. But here, under Uniform Code, 438 is applicable. All these things should be understood only after going through and follow the trial. Say, you may not feel proud that you know how to conduct cases, therefore I need not go to court. See, that is not, that is lamb express. Even if you have abundant knowledge to conduct the trial, if you go to the court and watch some trial, you can perceive how different lawyers are differently conducting the cases out of their experience, knowledge, intuitions, all those things. I hope you understand. Best wishes.